Oh, it's recording. You know what? One go, let's go. What is going on YouTube? I'm Phil. Guys, thanks for joining me. I want to talk about something quickly and I don't want to harp on too much, but someone asked me today in my Instagram stories and was just asking me, like, what is the biggest mistake in your life? I've made a few, guys. I've made a few mistakes, yeah. One mistake was, actually, I'm going to start with the biggest mistake. When you were younger, right, and when you're a kid and stuff like that, I love kids because anything's possible, you know? If you ask, I asked my nephew, what do you want to be? Oh, I want to be this, I want to be this, I want to be like this. Anything is possible, but somewhere down along the way, we lost that, you know? Society, schooling, told us that this was the formula of success. This is what we should all be. And we believed it, you know what I mean? And it was reinforced because of everyone else that was around us, you know? And my parents, they've had a great life, you know? They've done the typical, gone, worked hard, put food on the table, they had everything. I love them to bits and I'm super blessed to have had them in my life, to have them in my life. They've done everything, you know? And that was the blueprint then, you know? But the blueprint of working hard and just doing this and staying in a job for 40 years or whatever. And they did that, you know? They stayed in industries for 30 years, which is unheard of these days because everyone just literally chops, changes and does whatever. And they kind of pushed a blueprint where they say that this is the formula. You work hard, you buy a house, you get married, you have kids or whatever. And that's great, and that works for a long period of time. That worked in the 70s, 80s, 90s, or whatever. We're in a new age now, guys. It's just different. If you're banging your head against the wall going, why are the girls traditional? Why haven't I met a virgin? Whatever. Bro, it's just different, bro. It's different. Girls are running rings around guys. You know what I'm saying? You just need to accept reality. I think where a friction is that what you think about in life and what you want and what is a little bit of a disconnect. That's why you're feeling a certain way. Sorry, that was a really long-winded way of answering. I wasn't dreaming big enough. People's dream was to get a house, get married, or whatever. And okay, that's an awesome dream, guys. If you're watching this and that's your reality, you've won. You've made it. You've won the jackpot. You've got legacy, you got family, you got fulfillment, you got something that gets up. You get something you get up for every morning, and you've got a roof over your head. What more do you want? Yes, you have resources and stuff like that. That's super important, you know. And if you're struggling as a result of that, maybe it's because that blueprint isn't conducive of, you know, having abundance and wealth, you know, in other areas. So it's a big trade-off, guys. I've got a vacuum of time, energy, resources and stuff like that I need to put somewhere. That's why I put it into you guys. I always dimmed my light and I always made myself less than because everyone around me was just aiming to get that house or whatever. And I've owned that house, guys. I bought that car. I got in shape. I've done all the things, I'm off drugs and everything like that. I've done all the things that, help with, living a good life. But what I didn't do is I didn't dream big enough. And this goes back to kids, and how they dream. I'm going to be an astronaut, I'm going to be an actor, whatever. Somewhere along the lines, we gave up on our dreams, We made our dreams too small. That is the biggest mistake that I've ever made in my life. I thought too small because right now I feel like anything is possible through this process that I do. I get up every single day. I say what I mean what I say. I'm disciplined. I'm focused. I help people out. I provide value. I get up in here every single day and try and help people. It's great, But what if I set it bigger? What if I go, I want to, make 10 million friends on here, or I want to. I want to have write a best-selling book or whatever. I don't know. I haven't aimed that high, and I think it was partly to do with my environment as well. And this is why environment is so key. This is another one. I didn't choose the right environment my whole life. Maybe I was too scared to be a small fish in a big pond. Maybe that was just a little bit of insecurity and ego where I'm like, oh, I like being a big fish in a small pond. That's a wrong way of looking at it for a long time, you know? If I'm really, really honest with you guys, I left a lot off the table because of that. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. Like, I'm not, because things like this make me think about my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't I where I want to be? What is wrong? But then when you objectively look at someone like me, you go, fuck, this guy's got this and this and that. Yeah, but I don't have impact. That's super important to me. I want to impact as many people as possible. But that wasn't my dream because I was just focused on the everyday sensory world stuff, the get a house, get a car, you'll be happy or whatever. I don't know. Like, I've never really gravitated towards that, and that's never been my calling. Call me selfish or whatever, but it's not something that I was called to do. A lot of people have this really deep burning desire to have family or whatever, and that's super noble. Like, that's unbelievable if you can do that, you know? But I was never drawn that way, you know? I feel like I've got a special gift, like, inside me. Now, doing this process, building confidence with myself and getting clean, guys, this is why what I teach people and what I teach myself, and I'm coaching myself through these videos to help you, you know? And I want to show you that I'm just the same as you guys. Like, I have the same things that are on my mind, you know, with housing, food, you know, income, investments, opportunities. We marinate with the same thing, maybe on a different degree. I'm playing with a little bit different money. You're playing with a bit different money. Mate, you got advantages that I have. I've come from nothing. You know, I've made everything myself. You know what I'm saying? We all have these this negative self-talk, but I never allowed myself to be in environments where, you know, everything was in abundance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for the longest time I was in scarcity, and then, you know, throw in a few vices there, then throw in a few people that you shouldn't be around, and, you know, you're a product of your environment, and then your life just doesn't look the way that you want it to be 10 years, you know? Then you find yourself at around 37, 38. Like, just going, what? Like, what's going on? Where did this all go? You know, I don't have that feeling. Look, guys, I'm telling you, I don't have that feeling. It's not, but I know that I could be doing more, and that's what's pissed me off, because I didn't have some people to hold me to a higher standard, to tell me the truth when I needed to be told. To go, what are you doing in your 20s, bro? Like, what are you doing? You're wasting away. I didn't have anyone like that because everyone was partying around me. You know, we were doing it. Now you find yourself at this day and age to play catch up on the dreams. And you know what? Like, maybe this has happened at the best time, guys. Maybe this has happened exactly how it should have happened, you know, all along. Maybe I wasn't ready to accept whatever. You know, it's like sudden wealth syndrome, or people come into positions that they're just not mentally, spiritually ready for, and they give it all back. Like, they don't even want it. With their actions, they throw it away. They give it here. They go to the clubs. They go to strippers. They go root whores. They go do whatever. Maybe that's, you know, that's why some people that don't have the personal development side, when they come into a big amount of money, like lottery winners or whatever, that's why they give it back, because it's a personal development issue. So maybe everything's happening exactly how it should for this moment. I've had a lot of things happen to me recently as well. Like, I keep seeing the number 333, and for anyone that's like, I see it every single day, and like, I'm not really that spiritual or whatever, but another mistake in my life, apart from thinking too small, not dreaming big enough, hanging around with the wrong environment, was I didn't have a strong, like a compass in regards to my faith. Faith is super important. I realized in the last 2-3 years, there are things that can't be explained. When you look at your kids, or you look at your family, you look at your loved ones, you think that's a miracle. You don't think that's not a miracle at all. There are some things that can't be explained by science. That's why, you know, like, we feel energy, we're super connected or whatever. You cannot explain it. It's real. It's there. And me turning back, my back onto God for all of this time was a massive mistake. I find that everyone that is super successful, at least on the surface level or whatever, they all have a strong relationship with God, you know. Understand that they are not the main character. They are a vessel. They might not be literally translating their thoughts or putting their thoughts down on paper, you know. Is that their thoughts, or are they a vessel, you know? I find that when you're in flow state and you're helping people out and you're thinking positively and abundant, that's God, guys, you know. Whether you want to believe it or not, and you think that I'm just talking whatever, like, through all the conditioning that society wants to tell you, that they want to make you feel like religion is a joke, it's too intense or whatever. Guys, it's okay to not be the main character here and be a part of something bigger and greater, and be guided like through an energy that you can't explain. That was a big mistake, because if I was more attuned, I'd be practicing better values. I'd have better understanding of people relationships. I would have picked better relationships, all that kind of stuff, So there's some mistakes, obviously vices and stuff like that, getting involved in vices and stuff. That was a big drain of time, energy, attention, resources, particularly at like the pivotal ages, So those things cost me. But no matter how much you think that you might make big mistakes, I made terrible financial decisions too. But this is the thing, like, yes, bad things are going to happen to you. And just remember that if you're going through anything in your life right now, if you've got massive mistakes, they can all be fixed with a positive mental attitude, positive self-talk, and positive action every single day. It might not look pretty right now. It might not look the way that you want to, but what's the alternative? You're going to adopt a negative mindset, be depressed, not live for other people, just be a victim. That's not a winning strategy, guys, in any situation. I mean it, guys. So your only option is to just know that nothing ever is final. You can recover from absolutely anything that you want in life. Unless you got stage 4 cancer or whatever, and it's over in a few months, it's not over, guys. It's only over if you tell yourself that it's over. And you're going to have to tell yourself that it's not over, particularly when other people around you are telling you that it's over. That's the hard part when you're trying to change circumstances. I've been very lucky to have a really blessed life. And for some reason, like with that, touching back on that moral, that faith, that compass with God, faith, I always know that I'm protected, guys. I always know that I've been given free pass. I've always been healthy. I've been trained, touch wood, I've been able to train every single day to put out positive stuff. Never been divorced in my life. Never been cleaned out like that. Big ticket items, never broken, but like, why? But why? I think that I am getting guided to provide this message to you guys, to show you positivity, like to let you know that I'm in the trenches there with you guys, I have the same problems as you guys, but I don't accept being there. I will not accept being there, and I'm very fortunate enough to start this new life. I've got a lot of opportunities coming. I'm working for, but it's stuff you need to work for, and you can offset any mistakes in your life, if you really want to go after it and work for it, not be a victim, and put your faith into things that are higher than you. Have faith that it will work out, because that's being positive, guys. Try not to make the mistake multiple times, which I have. Just try not to. Sometimes you have to touch that hot plate multiple times. But you're going to get there, guys. Like, sometimes everyone's got that one thing. It might be gambling for some people. It might be womanizing for some people. It might be drugs for some people, alcohol. That one thing where, the devil, your mind, like the other part of your brain, like just kind of sabotages you at all times. You just need to be very aware of when those things are happening. Don't accept your environment. Make sure that you dream big. Brilliant. Make sure you have a strong moral compass and you have a strong base of faith, because without it, you're not going to believe in yourself, particularly when it's tough, particularly when no one wants to believe in you. Anyway, guys, this is just something that I was thinking about. I was marinating on. Life's great. Life's awesome. If you just turn up every single day, you keep your word to yourself, you prove it with action. How can you not be vibing at such a high level? How can you think these are my words coming out of my mouth? Or do you think that I'm being guided? Is someone using me as a vessel? Always think that, why have I got this message? Why am I positive? Why am I trying to lift people up? Whatever. There's something deeper. There's something bigger than Phil. Phil just doesn't wake up here to come on here. He has a need. Why? Why does he have this need? It's just to come on here, tell you where I've made mistakes, and to not, so you don't have to, because that's what wise people do. Smart people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from other people's mistakes. So don't make these mistakes, guys. hey, if you guys found any value, or if you feel like anyone needs to hear this message, like and a comment, guys. I really appreciate everyone that engages with this. It pushes it out, like this message out of positivity, And that's it, guys. Like, you're not alone. Like, whatever you're going through, you're not alone. It is tough being a bloke. But what's the alternative? What's stopping? No way. That's not how a hero's journey starts or ends. There's no stopping. Don't stop, guys. No matter how hard it gets. Like, everyone dreams for this. The journey is the destination. I don't want to put all these cliche phrases and these words or whatever, but it is like, what's a hero's journey that's like that, bro? Like, you want it to be like that, but you want to come out of the other end, and dominate. And that's what you can do if you decide not to stop, and not make these mistakes. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.